must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in Collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Нормально все-таки пел.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That, or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morton.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Так,
What's this area?
да,
of the
блядь,
ship?
мне не интересно, где я нахожусь. Что у нас здесь? Сила биотического удара. Ну давай. По оружию чё? Урон снайперской винтовки. Хорошо. Вон дробовика, но это в принципе все не нужно. По прототипам чё? Укрепление кожи. Давай.
This is the Normandy's technical lab, where you can investigate new research.
Все,
That's all for
заткнись.
Logging you out, Shepard. The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Ну ладно, тогда мне надо рыбок покормить. Рыбок покормили, что у нас еще есть? Из такого... А, точно, надо поговорить с этим. Неактивный гид. Погнали. Еще его активируем потом. Блин, может сразу стали тогда потрещать, чтобы она сказала, типа, ай-яй-яй, ты что, совсем ебобо? Да, так будет проще. Может, что интересное скажет, потому что, типа, ну хуй его знает, может и не скажет.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a Collector ship?
My shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that.
Давай потрещим.
I've been thinking about the last time we talked. I'm sorry. I was unprofessional, and I wasn't thinking rationally. I was being stupid and selfish.
Forget about it, Tally. We're friends.
Yes, right, friends. And I'm honored to serve at your side, Shepard.
Огорчили, но, блядь, не хочу ни с кем мутить. Так, это что-нибудь скажет? Раз уж забежали. Самый, наверное, с кем меньше всего общались, это с Заидом. Но...
Hey,
Tell me something I don't know about you.
nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever. Something you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring. You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Minara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed. And when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading. And I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you.
I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? Are you eyeing me up? Because if this is just about sex, maybe you should just fucking say so.
I'm in no hurry. I want to know what makes you tick first.
You don't need to know someone to sleep with them. You just have to know where to put it. Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. Maybe not.
Главное знать, куда засовывать, блять. Неужели у кого-то, блять, могут быть с этим проблемы?
Just checking in. How you doing?
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info was floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Но он слишком умный, блядь, для Крогана. Вот это вот, да, что есть, то есть. Ладно, сейчас со всеми потрещим, потом пойдем тогда уже этого активировать.
Shepard,
Anything new?
there is something I've wanted to tell you.
Нифига себе.
I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Turian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the Collectors for advanced technology.
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices, but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission, and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
Нормально, да. Так. Пойдем. Тебя это тоже, да, не волнует?
How may I help you,
I'll
Commander?
see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Да, тебя, короче, гет вообще не волнует. Мимо тебя протащили железку, тебе похеру. Че стоишь, блядь?
Ten Hut! I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready. Aya!
Откуда он появился вообще?
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Отбегай.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the Old Machine.
Old Machine? You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the Old Machines.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the Old Machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the Old Machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes.
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
Давай
Shepard
обменяемся.
Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the Old Machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the Old Machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So, the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives, New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretic's conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoin the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They built stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack Organics. We condemn these judgments.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
I won't let them brainwash your race, especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations. Shepard Commander, are you prepared to attack the Heretic stronghold?
Can you give me a quick rundown of the
The Heretics have prepared a weapon that will rewrite. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
You know where this thing is?
Then we will provide coordinates.
Все то же самое, короче, он рассказывает. Так. Что скажешь?
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
Заебало работать, блять. Работница ж такая, что ёбнешься. Так, ну и ты.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the
Talk to you later, Harris.
I'll be here.
Этот, блядь, постоянно калибрует, короче, все, больше общаться не с кем. Ну, только можно еще у Джокера узнать, что кого. И все. А, ну, блин. Вот это интересная фраза, конечно, иногда дает.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I'm really glad you got Tali out of trouble with the migrant fleet. It's hard to see her upset. Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hole. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Да, вот еще тупо все-таки. Уже говорил, наверное, но тупо, что для нее не придумали такое вот это вот меню, короче, разговора. Что просто на нее жмакаешь, она разговаривает.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Охуеть не встать.
On board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
Commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
Ну, блядь, да. Он базарить умеет.
So yeah, Geth on the ship. Geth? Alright, we're all freaking insane.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Так, Все, ладно, помогать ему буду в другой раз. Чуть-чуть когда-нибудь потом. Только сейчас сообщение зачитаем. Что нам расскажут? Шепард, рад, что вам удалось захватить систему опознавания свой-чужой жнецов. Я переслал Сузи все протоколы, необходимые для его интеграции с бортовыми системами Нормандии. В случае успеха мы получим возможность пройти через ретранслятор Омега-4 и навязать коллекционерам бой по нашим правилам. Мне известно, что вам удалось захватить неповрежденного Гетта, и знаю о вашем решении оставить его. Если вы считаете, что Гетту можно доверять, попытайтесь включить его, но на всякий случай советую вам установить дополнительную защиту Сузи от попыток взлома. Не имеет значения, какое решение принял бы я сам, Шепард, это ваш выбор. Вы уже значительно продвинулись в создании отряда, и Гетт сможет усилить его, если согласится встать на вашу сторону в битве с коллекционерами. Я полностью полагаюсь на вашу интуицию, лишь бы задание было выполнено. Да. Проверим сейчас. Я уже не помню, кормил я рыбок или нет. За сегодняшний день тогда куча раз. Нет, не кормил. Ништяк, что они всплыли кверху пузо. В принципе, все на этом. На сегодня. Поиграли и хватит. Продолжим когда-нибудь чуть-чуть позже. Завтра, может быть. А может быть и потом. Вообще, когда надумаю, тогда и продолжим, короче. А всем, кто смотрел, всем спасибо. Всем, кто не смотрел, но не смотрели, и ладно. Всем